Good afternoon and welcome to the THC Show. Another week has passed. My name is Glenn Wells, and this is where, with truth, we hope that we can affect change. How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to make a little announcement. I'm having a little problem with my phone, like I did last week. Seems to be some sort of glitch with Facebook and me sharing. I can only share to groups that I'm admin in, but it's been really good because I have no restrictions or anything. Thank you. I have no restrictions or anything, so I contacted them last week and they fixed it. And on Monday around 11 a.m. it started happening again. So I'm kind of hoping that they'll fix it for me, so I don't have to keep having to talk to support. I do have a blue check mark. I get a little bit extra support, so hopefully they get it fixed out. So this week, if you guys could do some sharing for me, that would be great. I would appreciate it. This week, our guest is H Berfelo. You all know him. He is an author of many books. This is his most recent book. He will be here today. This man is full of positivity, has been in the cannabis community for a long, long time. And so I'm really honored to have him back on the show again. And he's got a new book. That one right there. That was personally signed to me to talk about and stuff like that. And also a cannabis AI. So yeah, he'll be here at 4:19 in about 17 minutes. But going on to the CSP program. The CSP Vancouver now has a new RV. I went on the weekend and purchased it, and we drove it down to Vancouver. And as we were driving, this beautiful, beautiful rainbow appeared. And I knew that Neil was like really happy that we're doing this. And he was showing us that we're going to make it. And so hopefully by the end of the week, the CSP Vancouver will be up and running again. So just keep your fingers crossed and send out some positive thoughts and energy. And hopefully we'll get this done. Also, on the positive thoughts and energy part, would like to send out a lot of positive thoughts and energy to Michelle and Doug Sikora. They have been informed today that tomorrow at 10:30 they're going to get the decision on their case where they took the CSU to court for the raid that they did. So the judge has heard the case and has taken over 30 days to make their decision. So the decision is coming down at 10:30 to tomorrow morning. So again, if you could send them some positive thoughts and energy, that would be great. They're going to need a lot of sleep tonight. They're probably not going to sleep tonight. I already told them to maybe take an extra edible tonight, so they will sleep. But let's just keep the positive thoughts and energy and positive energy just going for these people, and let's hope that it turns out that they win their case, and that would be awesome for the cannabis community and our fight to have like medical stores and stuff, because all it is in Canada here is just recreational stores. About the CSP, I got a little video from the past that we have from the old CSP, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what we do here, what they do there, and hopefully this is what we're going to be doing just at the end of the week. So let me play this video for you guys, and we'll be back. That's beautiful. Oh, I know. It was so nice to see that rainbow. All right, we'll do this. And here we are at the CSP, and here are our volunteers, Russ and Dexter.
Hey,
how you guys doing? Are you busy today?
Yeah, what's a busy day?
Really busy day. How many people do you think you see a day?
1,000.
1,000 people?
1,000?
Does it seem like that?
It feels like 1,000.
It feels like 1,000, but what do you think?
I don't know.
200, 300?
Hey, I don't count so good.
You don't
That's
count?
how I ended up being
200, 300 people, yeah? How many smiles do you get a day?
1,000.
1,001. He's going to say 1,001.
We're working on the smiles.
You're working on the smiles.
We get a lot of smiles.
You do get a lot of smiles, and it feels good doing what you guys are doing, and we really appreciate you guys, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this, right? And all our volunteers and our donators too. So, I got any interesting stories? You got somebody that maybe has come here for a while and has made a big improvement, or? You don't have to
Yeah,
give
there's quite a
names.
bit of that,
You
actually.
just tell a story.
Well, you're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Oh, am I? All right, I'll put Russ on the spot.
There's quite a few stories.
What is-
but
I'm sure there's gotta be one.
where all
Bottleneck?
the examples are just, and nothing's coming through.
All right.
You know, I just talked about one earlier
I mean,
today.
we get people all day long who come and talk about how important this place is to them.
Yeah, and that's what we need to get out to the community, right? How important this place
How
is.
important it is to them and how they've been coming here for a long time and getting access to medicine when they
Yeah.
need it,
Yeah.
whether they can pay for it or not. And expressing to us, especially when we get towed like we did the other day,
Yeah,
and we miss a day,
and
people are wondering where we are.
yeah. Oh, I had a lot of that when I was here that
Yeah.
Monday or
And
Tuesday,
they're
sorry.
concerned about where we go
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
when that happens.
And if
Yes,
we're not
sir.
here, what happens to them? What do they say? They have to go back on
I mean that
hard drugs.
nobody necessarily says that to me when I'm asking.
Okay.
But I'm sure that is happening.
Yeah, well, because
You
we know
what I
that
mean?
because when they took the van the first time when Neil was here, they were all yelling out murderers. If
Right.
you're not here
Oh,
for
Neil
our
definitely all
yeah,
that.
if you're not here for our cannabis, then we have to
Yeah.
go back on the hard drugs, right?
Definitely impacts people if they can't access
Yeah,
affordable, clean medicine.
And especially
They
that
can't-
day too, because Tuesday they had money.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that was the day
Yeah.
before check day.
Yeah.
And then when the answer from the government is just go pay the tax stamp and whatever, you know what I mean? People can't do that down here.
Well-
so, yeah.
And their answer was, if we let you do this, then everybody else will want to do this.
Right, which
I
is-
know.
which is pretty, pretty clearly not the case.
Yeah, I know.
You what I mean? Pretty obvious that that's not the case. Not everybody is trying to do this.
And I was accused of doing this show just for views, but we figured out, the views are what we want, so people can tell the story of what we're doing down here.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's a good thing to do for
You know,
views.
you should do a show and not want views.
Yeah, I know.
That'll really
I know.
help. Yeah,
I know.
we'll
Some
look at
people say some silly stuff,
I mean,
man.
it's very honestly, it's very few people, even people who might be watching your show, it's very few people who will put their feet on this block,
Yeah,
at any point in their life.
yeah.
To be honest, you can grow up in the city 10 times and not
ever be
not
here.
walk down on this
Exactly,
corner.
and not know what's going on down
Exactly.
there. Yeah.
And so, from my interactions with police and other people in the city and whatever.
How is it with the police? Are you finding more are in support
usually
or
pretty
more
respectful.
are against? I know we had on Tuesday we had a couple that were here against us saying that we're doing illegal stuff.
Yeah.
No, they're most of them are pretty respectful. They know that we're here to help the community. We're not trying to cause problems.
Yeah.
We're certainly being helping a ton of people.
Yeah.
Like I have, it's become part of the culture of this area, and I don't know if it's just us or if it's just a general transition that people are going through as a society, but people are saying things like they come with a goal to clean up their lives.
Yeah.
We're on their side.
Yeah.
So having us not here for a day, it's kind of like, well, there's one less person
Yeah.
looking out for us.
Now we don't-
And it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
It's scary for them.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't just take giving them free weed. It takes a place where they're welcome to go, and they're not going to be treated like, I'm trying to not swear, treated like crap.
Yeah.
Just for their predicament that they're in. They're victims of a crisis. And
Yeah.
it's hard to remember that sometimes.
It may not even be their own crisis.
And the ones that actually do want to get out there and improve their lives, it takes a lot of effort and they need support. And this place not being there is just one thing that's going to make it harder for them to
Yeah, it makes it a
fulfill
harder
that
day
goal.
for them. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I was glad we were able to do some people thing in the afternoon once we got everything worked out with busters and stuff. So
Yeah.
we were able to help some people.
What a blessing to get that back.
Oh, yeah, I was here.
Honestly.
He could have called me in the morning. We could have done that right away. And he
Absolutely.
said, lesson learned. So next time he will.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys got some customers. Thank you very much for doing this, and
Thanks, bud.
we'll see you soon.
See you, bro.
All right, so yeah, here we are. We're here every day from 11 o'clock till 7 p.m., even on Christmas time. Come down to Main and Cordova, which is right here where I am. There it is, Main and Cordova. If you're a medical patient looking for cannabis at a low price because you can't get it from the government store, then we're here for you. Low barrier access for all the people on the Downtown East Side. And if you don't have any money, we'll help you out with a joint or an edible. So I hope that you guys support us. We could always use more donators. We are helping 280 people every 4 days down here. They come down and get 420 milligrams of edibles, and that keeps them off the hard drugs, and we save their lives. So saving lives is what we're all about, and we're not here to do anything else but save lives. Our most expensive gram is $6. We got 5 grams for $5 for those people who are just starting out. If you're a connoisseur, you definitely don't want the 5 for $5. You want the $6 stuff. So have a great day, yeah, if you could support us in any way by donating or something like that, please reach out to me and I will direct you in the right way. Back to the show. Hello, everybody. I forgot to unmute my mic. Remember, that's not yet. That should be by the end of the week. We should be back to what we used to be doing. And yes, Jeff, the RV is already down there. We've already purchased an RV. I just don't know when Dan plans on opening it up. I did ask him, and he said that by the end of the week. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. And like I said at the beginning of the show, just send out all that positive energy, and hopefully we will be saving people's lives again, because we all know that cannabis saves lives, right? So it's amazing stuff, how the government has been lied to us and told us that it would make us kill people and rob people and oh, whatever, all that crap. We all know that's not true anymore. Anyways, so in about 7 minutes, we got Johnny B coming in. I got another video of Neil's. Which one should I play? Let's do this one. This is what we. Well, no, let's just do this one. All right, we're gonna do this one. The one that we do here at the Michelle Rainey in it. All right, here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, man.
Neil Magnuson, I rollerbladed 1,200 miles last year on the
Sorry about that,
talk about rights and freedoms, and that's what I'm here to talk about for just a moment. And then we're going to march. Freedom, what is it? It's a free country. You guys free? What do you think? Not. So we deserve to be free. You're
Come on.
born free. These people have taken it away from you. They've corrupted our governments. It's the corporate influence on our politicians that has caused this. You deserve the right to do or not do whatever you want to do or don't want to do without any government coercion or prohibition until you interfere with somebody else. If you don't stand up for it, they'll continue to take it away from us. Your children will be a lot less free than we are, and we'll be a lot less free. So please, thank you for coming out here. Do as these people have suggested. Stand up, write letters, make phone calls, talk to your neighbors. This is important stuff. Our forefathers were willing to go to war and die for our right to be free. And our politicians have sold us out, and we need to put them back in the box they deserve to be in, not interfering with our lives until we move on over top of the line and bother somebody else. Until that time, don't force us to use alcohol. Don't force us to use tobacco, pharmaceutical products that kill 110,000 people when used properly every year. Thank you very much. Michelle Rainey, where are you? She's going to lead our march. She's going to talk to you for a moment about her situation. And we're going to go up Robson Street, end up at the consulate, leave a message there, and come back here. Thank you all, but please all come on our march. Hold your banners high. Let's spread out as we go. Make as big of an impact as we can. We'll move slowly. We'll talk to the people on the sides of the road. Make sure we're seen. Make sure we're heard. Thank you all for being here. Michelle Rainey. Woo!
Yeah, I miss them too, Alex. I miss them both actually. Let's get rid of that video there. It's almost been a year since he's been gone. May 26th of last year is when he passed away. And every time I see 444, I know that there's an angel on my shoulder, and that's him. And like I said, when we were driving the new CSP RV down there this weekend, this beautiful bright rainbow just appeared, and it's like, yeah, we knew he was above, we knew he was smiling, and we knew that he just, his heart was full wherever he is. I miss Jason Wilcox also. Yeah, Michelle. I miss a lot of people, Guppy, Bert, Greg, like so many people have gone that I can't even remember them all. It's been a while the way we've seen these people and that we love, and we know that they're all in a much better place, right? Yes, I know. Neil Magnuson is a great example of cannabis medicine. I know. Yes, he fought for that plant for 30 years. He didn't even give up on it when he had esophageal cancer and he was in the hospital, and they were offering him traditional medicines. And he said, this is, a quote, I've been fighting for this plant for 30 years. There's no way I'm going to give up on it. And he never did. So he stuck to his guns and hoped that it would turn it around, and it did extend his life a lot longer than what they had given him. So it did provide more time for him, which was good, and it gave us all an opportunity to say goodbye to him. I got 417. I'm hoping that Johnny B is going to pop in backstage soon. He's got a couple of minutes. He's supposed to be on here. He did send me a heart. This would be it's the Sterling Professor 420, the 420 Professor Sterling, the 420. But God, I need a dab. Anyways, yeah, this would be a first week if our guest didn't show up. But they've always shown up so far. Maybe who's going on, Glenn? What's going on? Johnny B is always late, doesn't you know that? Well, we're just sitting here chit-chatting, waiting to see if Johnny B is going to pop in the backstage there. I hope that he can feel that his ears are burning, that we're talking about him. And like I said, he is the author of many books. The most recent book is this book here. And we're hoping that he's going to come on. But we've got about maybe a minute and a half till 420. So you maybe want to start grinding up some bud or turning on your e-nail, getting your quartz dabber ready. I'm gonna use this one today. And I have some what is it? I think it was White Thunder, I think it's called. Yeah, White Thunder. Right here. This is what I'm going to be dabbing at 420. Can I do this? There we go. This is what I'm going to be dabbing at 420. Oh, well, yeah, you know what, Eric, Billy, you're going to have to get yourself blocked. Already rolling, eh? All right. While we're sitting here waiting for John, we will get in there and we'll get rid of that spammer. Because, that's what, there it is. 419, we got 1 minute to go. Like I said, I do hope that he shows up. I hope that he remembers. Well, he does remember. All right, so here we go, and we're going to remove this guy. There we go. Come on. Okay, gone. All right, he's gone. All right, well, it is 419. And our guest hasn't shown up yet. So let's do a dab. Let's get our dabs ready. It's about 420. The sponsors of the dab this week and the last couple of weeks is cheapdabs.com. Thank you very much, cheapdabs.com. They provided me some live resin for today. And yeah, I know it don't take that long. All right, so it's 420. Happy 420, everybody. We're gonna do up a bit of dab here while we're waiting for Johnny B. Maybe I will send him a message on Messenger right after the dab and see what's going on. I know that he was doing something or was hanging out with someone or something like that today. So you know, you just never know what's going to happen when you do a live show. All right. Cheers, everybody. Let's do a dab while we're waiting for Johnny B. All right, hopefully he's going to come in. I just gave him a call. It says that he's live, that there's a little green dot there. Don't panic, take a dab. I know. I'm not panicking. Hey, if he doesn't show up today, then when I got video, maybe we'll just make it a short show today. All right, so once again, I want to thank the sponsors of today's dab. That would be cheapdabs.com. They've been supplying my dabs for the last 3 months, and they gave me a nice t-shirt to wear. Gave us a couple of cake gift certificates, which my birthday was on Sunday. I turned 60. Ah, there he is. All right, our guest has made it. Let's bring him in. All right. Good afternoon, John. You were doing your job.
I'm getting stoned. I'm doing dabs. My phone's going on. I'm in the back room. I'm like, Glenn's messaging me. I'm like, I'm in the studio. Bunch of stoners having a break.
Well, welcome to the show again, my friend. It's nice to see
thank
you.
you for having me, Glenn. It's so great to see you, my friend, and just so to be part of it. I mean, that would be on 420 around the world. I got to go put on my 420 shirt. I feel like I got to go change right now.
You can wear whatever you want on the shirt. Just don't be naked, because Andy Barb wouldn't like that very much.
We don't know these days. Shit, Johnny.
How's your day been?
You know what? It's always fantastic, Glenn, because we set ourselves up to win every day, right? Yeah. People don't know what we're doing in here is really focusing on the new generation and moving forward with a lot of new tools. And really, I'm a 4 a.m. guy now. I get up every morning at 4 a.m. every day.
Are you doing push-ups at 4 a.m.?
So first thing I do when I get out of bed, I do 30 push-ups now.
Oh, really? Right when you get out of bed?
I open up my eyes. I give my cat a little hug. He's not there. And I think about it and I go, be outstanding, John. Today's been a successful day. I'm going to learn something new. And I get out of bed and now I do 30 push-ups. And I started with 2. Remember that?
Yeah, you did.
There's been a lot of changes over the last 4 or 5 years for everybody. And really the changes really started that's just one of the changes, But I think what we're talking about today is that big change was those LED lights that changed and the things too. That was that change.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So over the changes we've adapting and for me it was a simple push-up, daily routine, daily focus, daily time frame. I get up earlier, so they say I don't have the time. Get up earlier.
Well, I'm up at 6, and the first thing I do is pee.
All right. And then what I do, I love for the last about year and a half, I have an ice cold shower first thing. Before that, I had an ice cold shower when I came home from my walk, and then I used to have ice cold showers. I've been doing ice cold showers, morning walks, going in year 5.
Wow!
Every day when the first thing I do when I get out of bed, I started with 2 push-ups. Now I do 30. I do 240 a day now, which I started with 10.
Wow!
Right. I've lost 90 pounds. Just consistency, guys. It's just discipline. I'm no different from anybody else in this room, right? Who here knows how to breathe? If you're not raising your hand, exactly. Who here knows how to smoke?
We're doing it right
These
now.
little things that it's not written in stone. It doesn't tell you how to be healthy. It's just called discipline. The person who's disciplined most get things done. And that's what we talk about here today. And that's how we get things done is by learning and growing forward with new skills, new tools. And for me, that daily discipline was the same thing I did in my garden every morning. I got disciplined from growing.
Yeah.
I had to. Right?
It taught you routine.
It's routine. It's discipline. Getting out of bed, going to your garden, watering the plants, making sure the lights are on, checking the nutrient levels. EC, is it 12 EC? Are your plants wilting? What's going on? All these different things we've learned through what we go through and stuff like that. And it's great to be on the show. I appreciate you. Like, I'm gonna probably do another dab here. I got different ways of doing that. I've really been meeting after meeting after meeting, and they're not meetings. Let me say this: I'm actually feeding my mind.
Okay.
Because these meetings are actually all courses that I'm in. I'm in an AI course. I'm in an AI. I'm in different AI certification courses.
Yeah.
Right. We're now putting together. We're talking about how AI is more or less being able to start writing dialogue and stuff like that. So we're using different GPTs from. I've created an LLM in a sense that we're working on right now. You start seeing
the LLM,
large language model.
Okay, all right. Just because there's people out there that probably don't know, so we've got to ask these kind of questions, right?
We can really go down some great education on exactly on different things. Like first, I do want to really do a real bong rip, like and I smoke solventless, right? And then like I got this awesome pipe from Corey Cotman. I like to shed out all my glass blowers. We got a mothership little drop down. I mean,
nice
ash bowl. Corey made me the drop down. All the glass blowers. I want to show them all out because they're awesome. They all made me drop downs because of my neck.
Yeah.
Corey did. Slimmer did.
Nice.
Right. So Buddha did. Hippo did.
Yeah,
they all,
I like.
Yeah, and I like it. And I reflect because I wouldn't be able to do it like this. So this is right. That's so I used to try but they're like, well, it's not solventless. So my new thing here is, guys, I call it the mini dab because I dab so much. Mini dab.
Right.
But normally I would do like a massive dab, but I do like a mini dab now. See this little tiny mini dab? We're talking like a mini dab.
Yep.
And I take it and I take these screens. I normally use 3 or 4.
Oh, you're using a screen too, eh? Okay.
Then I just kind of wipe it on there like that. See a little wipe on there? So
I see that. No, that's a new way to dab.
This is not dabbing, apparently. This is
it's not dabbing now because you're using a screen, right? Yeah.
Oh, this is a torch. This came from a friend of mine. He showed me, goes, get yourself a little torch.
Yeah. Sterling goes, hey, how the hell am I live right now? Because for StreamYard, it's sharing onto your page because I couldn't share the regular way, so I had to jump on the page today. Yes, so, I am. Yes, I am.
You like that?
I mean, yeah, that was great. Sorry. How was it for you? All right. So, what's new in the book?
I got several books, guys.
Yeah, well, this one.
LEDs. The keys.
This is your newest book, right?
No, that was the first book.
Oh, this is the first book. Okay. All right.
That was my first book. That book came out in 2022. That was my launch of LEDs, The Keys to Growing Future. So that was a very important launch. Mm-hmm. And that was fantastic. And LEDs, The Keys to Growing.
There you go. Yep.
Now, there's 2 different copies of the first copy that you have. And this one here, we put stickers in here. So you have a little stickers to change the QR code. So there's going to be about 3 different versions of this book. And this book is now it's a good book. I've gotten great reviews. I've sold hundreds of thousands of copies now. There's quite a few copies now. It's in 3 different languages right now. So we're putting it into a 4th language, which I was supposed to do French. I apologize. I should have. I had Germany and the Spanish.
I had to do that for you.
How to put it in American, how to speak in English, because the Canadians didn't like it. They're like, that's Canadian. Yeah, Canadian. It's a story, you guys. This is a story about how I've learned. And that's what all of these books are really about, is the lessons that we've learned and how we've grown. I saw such a massive change. It blew my top off. I did not know how to grow. I've been growing for 42 years in the industry. And I've been growing for myself. I'm not a guy growing to sell weed. And everybody knows that about me. I grow for myself, right? I like to educate and learn and understand and try new things and create. So this book was just that next creation of talking about like recipes, about talking about different things of how the industry was changing into it. And things I put in this book are now today. What's pretty cool when you can write things, what you write, you invite, right? So you write, you invite. This book was a vision of me learning how to grow, and who taught me about LED lights? Landon, alias LED.
There
I
you
want
go.
him. Because a man who's so passionate about lights, he's passionate how I am about strains and growing.
Yeah.
Right. So passion creates passion, and passion get together. What happens?
Well, I was just talking about LED lights in the old style a couple of days ago, and they were saying that some of these LEDs don't have some of the blues and the oranges and the yellows that some of the plants need.
Here's the whole thing. We're looking at a full McAfee curve. We're talking a full light spectrum. So
Yeah.
a lot of the lights, they're looking at different lights. So and this is referenced. I have light recipes. I have daylight integrals. So what we're talking about is the McAfee curve. Right.
Yeah.
So this curve is how the light works, and then
Yeah.
how the plant absorbs different spectrums of that light. We can do that.
Yeah.
Through
Yeah, because the plants need certain colors, right? Where they were saying that somewhere in Colombia, they're a little bit more orange and yellow. Up here, the light is more blue.
the full range of the rainbow. Let's just
Yeah.
look at it. And how light reflects and refracts. So we do know that we've spiked it with different like far reds to create more plant elongation. We do know that we say green, you put in your light is non-photosynthetic. What is? We're seeing green does everything grows, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're getting more into light recipes. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they were saying you don't need too much green because the plant is green
No.
itself and it already has a reflection, right?
That's not.
No?
No.
No. Okay. All right. I've heard that.
Okay, so here's all these like hear things and read things and understand. Light is light, the sunlight, that's how things grow, right? So we want to mimic the sun inside than outside. So all these light recipes that are being created, we're trying to elongate stem, we're trying to shorten internode spacing, more blue for what we do for vegging. We can do the same thing with LED lights. We have we have one from LED Grandmaster level. He's got a light right now, and it's around the 254 nanometer. Specifically, you can put this into have some cool lighting GTPs to give you by the end of this once we talk here on how we can actually kill bugs with light. We can control different things with light. So there's all different types of light recipes is what we're looking at. So the light recipes are going to do certain things. So all the light is needed. Yes, we want the full light recipe to really give plants growth. And there's certain lights that are going to do certain things. So as we dial in now with LED lights, we can now start dialing in light recipes.
Certain colors, yeah.
Right. So that's what we're looking at.
And Alex Andre is asking a question. He says, my question for Johnny B is, how do we measure what the plant needs for light?
Well, the total thing is how you're measuring the plant. We use a parameter or a spectrometer. So I have
this. How do you know what spectrum?
Well,
is that two? That's probably two questions.
Okay, so
first one, yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. Thought I had it there.
Oh.
It's always somewhere close.
It's always somewhere close. There you go.
Somewhere close. This actually is a spectrometer. So this is going to give you a full light. This shows you everything completely. Hopefully, battery might be dead.
Might be dead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's all right. Hey.
So this here, guys, is a spectrometer, and then there's a spectrometer, right? Yeah. So this one here, this is giving me a full light recipe. This is everything. This is an uptuck.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is going to give me everything. What I mean by that is I can. Ooh, I want to find new phone.
But but that meter is not going to tell you what color the plant needs. It's only that meter is going to tell you what color your LEDs are putting out, right?
Oh, it's going to tell you what's going on with the light.
Yeah, with the light. But the question was, how do we measure what the plant needs for light?
Plant needs light.
Yeah.
So you can see what plant light needs and what we're going to need for growth, for vegetative growth, and for flower is based on light cycle, right? So you're not saying what light recipe it needs is what will it take in a sense, and it needs a full there's so many different LED lights on the market. They all grow weed, guys. Every light's going to grow. I can use this light right here and put a plant underneath it. I got one in my bathroom that's going to grow. So it's the intensity. It's not what light it needs. It's the intensity of light that you're looking for. So how much DLI, a daily light integral to give it? What is its PPF? What are you giving it as in a sense? So if you're on like an 18-hour cycle, are you giving it like a DLI, daily light integrals? And this is actually in light recipes. And if you guys want to grab my book, you can grab it on Amazon. We're talking about different light schedules. Okay.
Yeah.
You can actually go on page 22 and 23. This is for beginners and experts.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to give you some ideas of how I've been able to structure and how you can create your own light recipe for your seeds, for your clones.
Yeah.
And it's the intensity. It's not the amount of light. And we can see that they were trying just purple lights. They thought this was going to grow. They were wrong. So you're looking at old technology too. LEDs started taking off 2018, 2019. Something tweaked.
Yeah.
And that was before
I have heard that,
LED. Yes?
I have heard that plants like cannabis plants like black light, which is the purple light. I've heard that just recently too. Have you ever tried that?
We use light for everything. We used to put those same lights in a high bay. I have friends that used to use purple lights in the end. We use them in reptile lights, use them all different lights.
Yeah.
Spectrum. It's light. Purple is in everything. Light is in everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, is there different ways of using it? Light recipes. You guys can have so much fun with it, right? Have fun.
That's what that sounds like my brain was doing, yes.
How about this? Here's me testing light recipes. Go outside and look at leaves.
Yeah.
A leaf has a different density, and every leaf gives you a different light recipe. This is how I came up with light recipes.
Okay.
This is all the videos 2018, 2019. I had taken my Medi-Kush and I had put on underneath the grape, the pear, the plum, the apple. I put it all underneath light recipes. And out of all five, and under the grape was all far red. It elongated stem and got huge leaves. We saw a difference.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I saw a spike at the 730. This is all on my meter. It's all saved everywhere. I started seeing light recipes, and I started creating different light recipes as we talked about this at Grandmaster level. We started downloading light recipes, what he's doing now. So we saw this in those days, right? I've been able to take a look at just looking at light, and I'm just having fun. And then you get people who really deep dive into it, right?
Yeah, my friend was a deep diver. He was like,
I'm not deep diving. I do.
Yeah.
I'm curious what's going to best suit the need and teach you guys what's going to help you, because we're not deep divers. I'm a high achiever, yes.
Yeah.
I like pushing forward. At the same time, I know where my limit is I don't need to spend the next land and years on it, going down dials, creating lighting for ATVs and this and that, and then designing it for different lights and like just loving it, knowing the different chips, what's inside of it. And you guys can go so deep on the dial. Now they got like, before it was 8, now there's 12 different dials inside it. Like it's like crazy. Like
crazy, yeah.
I got so much, like I can go down that rabbit hole because I literally got, I'm not going to grab it. I got that much paper like this. It's that thick right here that helped me write this book. This was all written. None of this AI. This is before AI, by the way. This was published in 2021. This is the #1 bestseller for 30 days. Sorry.
Frog Father GJL. Congrats, Johnny, on the book and the new look, he says. So, I know that you've been doing some work with some AI in cannabis too, right? Now, here's a question. Will your AI be able to take a specific strain and give the right light recipe?
Yes.
So there'll be no more guessing.
And there's what I have is I have a Lumatech. I've actually, it's kind of a wee thing because I've been with a lot of teams, right? So I've been in AI certification, guys. And if you don't mind if I explain.
No, go ahead. No problem. We got 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Still
10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes, and a quick 11 minutes. Okay.
Hey, we can go farther. There's no rules here. We can do whatever we want.
Strap on your boots.
Yeah. Get your popcorn ready, baby. We're here for the evening.
I love drawing. It's a passion of mine. I got books around me, like literally, guys. It's everywhere. There's growing books here. I can go downstairs. Everywhere you look.
Wow.
This is what I like. Every growing book in there behind my mom down there. Like this has been, a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
I've been growing for decades, right? and having fun and learning and creating a lot of stuff on the market we've been a part of. We've all together, we stumbled across something. They're like, whoa, that worked. Whoa, dude. It's like, shit, we created something. And it was created, communities created what we are today, right? The keys that were given to us. And we want to really give grace to Paul Hunt, who was the president of Green Cross Society. Another legend.
Just passed away, I know.
Just passed away. He just passed away actually a week ago. So
yesterday was Neil Tapley's birthday, heavenly birthday. He's been gone a couple of years now. I was at his funeral last year.
Wow, it's been a couple of years, and that, see, it's amazing because Neil's right there. You can see.
Yeah.
I was on the light here to get better.
Here, it's 4:40. Oh, you got Neil there, yeah. I got it right behind you, but you can't see that because of the screen.
I got Neil, and I got my mom. I got Paul, and I got Paul.
Yeah. I got my friends too.
All the warriors, guys, and this is where we are today. So all the information I've learned over the years and stuff like that, and what happened is I got T-boned at 80K. You know, I was growing. Everybody said what happened. I got T-boned at 80K. It affected the fingers and my back and what's going on, and with that, I'm being unable to do a lot of different things. And what gave me the grace is in my Tony world and stuff like that. AI was embarking on. All of a sudden, I'm like in an AI little thing in January, February, March, April. I got the accident, and it drove me right into it. I started using AI to help me with my injuries, to find out what was going on. It helped me get through ICBC, WCB. I got to see surgeons and looking at I took the MRIs and put into a super intelligence because no one was going to get back to me for a year and a half. So this is what really sparked it. Then I built one for my dad because he had heart problems. We started using different technologies. And as I started building more into this and getting into more and more courses, I started utilizing it and saying, well, how can I use it in my garden? How can this help me with this? Yeah. And I started more creating this and seeing these different things and seeing it's being able to help diagnose not just medical, but also plants and different things. That created the Cannabis Concierge, so we can actually go into a facility, take a picture of any legal product, and tell me what it was, how it was going to help me, because I want to educate people. I was like, what that now I'm getting something through a team, through Doug Allen, through ROII, through our plant groups, through a lot of different people who are really building things in the beginning stages. We got to build the train that we're all on right now. So I got to build and be a part of that. So I got given a gift, right? All the information that I've been given through Paul's and everybody around, and be able to help create and be able to kind of put the dialogue in context and be able to take a looking at how to create more information. And that led to a couple of years. And in between that, then I wrote this one book, 42 Quotes by Johnny B. This was written with some live pictures and stuff like that. And I had I had some dialogue into it, and a lot of that I did write. I write stuff in here about Neil. These were all of 42 of my favorite people in the world. 42 people who were with my heart, who gave me a blessing, and I want to remember in a certain way. So this was that way. These are kind of the people that I looked up to and helped me to get to where I was. And Neil's in here. Yeah, I got to read Neil out at his side, and that was kind of.
I was there. That was a great thing, man.
Paul Hermie's in here. Jason Wilcox is in here. Greg Williams is in. These are some legends that actually, and now I always have them in my memory. And a nice little quote with a nice little story, and AI was assisted into it and stuff like that too. So this is kind of that was the first one, right? And then I had spent years writing my story, and I took all the dialogue after building all this stuff, and I took my whole story that I'd written and I put it into Claude, and I put it in ChatGPT, and it edited it for me and took out some of the things. And From Farmer to Freedom was born. I've been talking about writing. It's my pain control. It talks about everything I've been about. It gave it it kind of does editing and stuff like that. So there's things that you can take now, and that's what I kind of wrote about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And with you have you have a favorite kind of lights brand that you use for LEDs? Because I know there's a lot of them out there, right?
What do you like? So here's the whole thing. So I can say one thing right now. I can say one thing right now, guys. All the LED lights work. Everyone works. Okay. They all work in different contexts. So what you're using in what garage do you have? What are you parking in it? Do you have a Rolls Royce, and do you have a garage you park in it? And is that what you want to drive, right?
Are you garage door opener or not, right?
You're in a 4x4 tent. What are you controlling the heat? How are you controlling it? What do you use? I can use a Viper Spider. I can use a Mars Hydro. I use Alias LED. I've tried HLG. I've tried all the lights. I can show you them all. I've tested them all. Okay, what do I like the best? Far Red. What do I use? What gives me the best yields? You've seen an Alias LED, the 730, the red, not the Matrix, not the 670, not the 600.
Well, you wrote a book, so I figured I'd ask you that question, right?
This is the one light for flower. Now, when I look at vegging, then I look at different lights because now we only use different powers, right? So that's that one particular light. And like what compares with that? Well, the HN, I'm going to guarantee them, Grandmaster level 2, he's got that kind of technology. So does Gavita. That's kind of in that.
Gavita, yes, I've heard that name.
Right, Foshi. So like there are great lights out there, guys.
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, it's the service. You got to look for what you want, what you get, what you're paying for, and I got guys who pull 4 pounds of life off of Miles Hydro all fucking day long, right? And you got this, and you got guys with Spider Farmer. It's a great $500 light. There's $300 lights. There's $150. What do you have? What do you want to spend?
Okay.
What do you drive?
Yeah.
You a brand new driver? Don't buy a fucking Rolls Royce.
No.
You don't know how to control it.
Car.
Yeah. So like I'm just saying. So the light comes down to actually the user too, right? Like what do you want? If you want to jump right in, go have fun. Make sure you have all the stuff for it and understand you can do it. This book will teach it to you 1000%. Beginners or advanced growers. And that's the knowledge that I really wanted to put into it. And it was a lot of fun writing it with Landon too, talking to him. Hey dude, he's like, there's a lot of good stuff talking about HPS, talking about far red, talking about the different light spectrums and stuff like that. It's all in the book.
Okay. All right, so Alex says, is there anyone that did any testing at the trichome level, LED versus the old lamps?
Well, we actually have done testing as in from A to B, like getting the analytical testing. There's all kinds of, we use mixed spectrum.
You use
right now,
what? Sorry, I missed that.
Be doing very well, just the way things are going.
Yeah.
Right. So there's all kinds of, and I got guys that are killing it, that are pulling 4.5 pounds of light. Like, I look at quality.
4.5 pounds of light. LED?
Yeah, 100%.
I personally have only heard at the max 2.5.
I have 8 plants. It wasn't even a full light. It's hilarious. And just from the 73 to 160, I got over 200 grams of rosin from
wow.
45 was another 55, right? So you got like 250, almost 350 grams of rosin of full melt from 8 plants under.
Wow, that's pretty good. 4.5.
You saw the buds. You can go on my Instagram. You can see how big they are, like the size, like they're huge, right? And that's why there's certain lights that I do like. Yeah, and certain lights do different parameters, and you can look and you have different. The thing grows. Everything grows. Like I said, it's not just one light. Yeah. It's who you're attached to. What's going to give you the best juice, right? People buy emotion, they buy a state. You're buying what's going to give you that, and you know what? That's the light that I've been used to. I like the square reds. I got a couple of those, right? I'll be running them in the next one. I'm running at different gardens right now. You see them in the different places because when the accident happened, I didn't stop growing.
No,
I moved things, so now I adapted. Then I use an intelligence and it's diagnosing everything. They're like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, actually, I've used it to train it.
Yeah,
use the intelligence, and you can go to ChatGTP. You put my name in, H Berfelo, and explore GTPs. We'll find a way you can go to my greenwayai.ca.
That's what I was looking at.
I'm on my YouTube right now. Every morning I go live for 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to teach about each individual GTP and how it works and why. The first 3 are about cannabis cultivation.
Yeah.
And then one on my is H Berfelo Official.
There you
YouTube.
go. There you go. If you want to learn more lessons on growing LEDs, there you go. There's John now every day on YouTube.
Every day for the next, I got like 7. I got about 80 some odd GTP. So I'm figured like, and some of them I'm not. They're public. They're not. There's some of them I built specifically. I have ones that are co-pilots for me.
Yeah.
Right. So understand when you take these, what I want to teach in the courses in February, and it's probably like 420. It'll be a 30-day course. I'm pre-framing you guys so you know what's going on.
Yeah,
It's a 357 framework. I guarantee you get tons of value. I'll give you the tools that you need. And these courses are being charged thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
So they are. And I just want to give value. And mine is only geared towards cannabis and the cannabis community. That's it. So I'm being very clear with that. I'm not going to teach you anything else. I'm going to teach you. Not ask me to do anything else. Why? Because this is where I'm geared on. This is where I'm focused on, is give the value to the community and where they can actually use the tools so they can actually grow forward. Because it's going to help you with everything, with court cases, within anything and everything that you want. It's how to properly talk to a large language model. We're looking at ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot. There's 4 or 5 new ones that came out. I've been working on it, how you can create, and this is what's been going on. There's Meta, then there's X. Right? Everybody's got their own, and then Facebook's got their own LLM, right? So all of the bigger companies are all creating their own. This is what you create an LM in regards to these massive. So now we're creating them for communities. And that's the whole idea behind the foundation, what we're working on other ends and stuff like this, creating a foundation where it's something for the community that they can use and house, where it's not being gated or anything like that. So it's given to the community can use these tools so they can grow forward. It's kind of like, I'm creating this magical garden place. And
well, it's going to be so much easier for people to be able to ask your AI a question instead of having to learn the old way of watching your plant for 24 hours and knowing what strain what it's going to need and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to help people grow a lot stronger medicine, which they may need for whatever ails them and stuff, right? So,
and this is why we're doing different things with the super intelligence. Like I also have a clone. I got a clone you can talk to, ask intelligent question, get intelligent answer. And it's all of my videos. It's done all my research, knows more about me than me. Why? It's able to retain the information. So it's I use the clone and actually to use the dialogue, stuff like that. Like these are just new tools that are being able to help us grow forward and find those holes. How about one I built specifically for the old patents and designs specifically for Dave Allen and stuff like that, for the doctors, Doug Allen. So they can actually find these things. These are they gave us a tool. Like everybody knows how to use a tool, right? You use a tool. Some people are good with hammers. Some people are great with hammers. Some people are good with skill saws. Some people aren't, right? What tools you're good with. This is our different automation tools. I got it sitting right there on what we're looking at right now. And it's looking at, you're going to have different ways of moving into 2025. You're going to have specialists. You're going to have text-based automation specialists. You're going to have different ways of being able to utilize AI. So you're going to have about 4 or 5 different types of ways of working within AI.
Wow.
Tell you guys right now.
Changing, man. So changing since 1965.
I will talk more about this on my channel and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's what really comes down to like smart AI and cannabis, right?
That's it.
Really going forward. And every chapter is going to get an advanced strategies for scaling solutions across cannabis operations, right? Featuring, it's all about customer experience, how you can help yourself within the industry. Chapter 4, human-centered AI evolving in the cannabis experience, like human in the loop. Most important, guys,
perfect.
You have to educate yourself.
Where do they get these books? At any bookstore, on Audible? Where are you?
Go to Amazon, punch in my name.
There you go.
My 3 books on there right now. Farmway to Freedom. It's 99 cents. I don't want to charge for it. If you want to get the paperback,
I know somebody who has a copy of that.
Huh?
The lady grower has a copy of that.
Yeah. I'll just open up, you guys, and hybrids, the best of both worlds. Today's cannabis industry, hybrid strains stand at the forefront of representing the pinnacle of breeding integrity and innovation. Through malicious crossbreedings over years, we have masterfully combined the unique characters of both indicas and sativas. And I talk about how I use the sativas for my pain and hybrid strains and how I'm using them over all the ages, what strains I've used for my pains and stuff like that. This is for me. At the same time, giving you I might be able to rent. If there's a story in here that might help you. A story edited by AI, so it took out THC to CBD oil, and I'm like in other parts that's like read between the lines, so I can make it international. So this way you get the number one best.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
certain countries you can't have that, right? Yeah.
This is education, right? This is not about, and it's not like look at me. I want to be able to get value from the book. That's why 99 cents. The LED book, it's value. If you see me, I'll give you a copy. You want to send me an email or You know, I'm gonna get like a 42 grab. I got a $42 stash box you can buy on my website, johnberfelo.com, and I put a book in there. I put a med tanner in there. I put a Volvita shirt in there. I've loaded up like $150 worth of shit, like really. So I do. That's what I do, and this sells for a while.
Where do they get that again?
johnberfelo.com. You can go to in there.
Spell out Berfelo so that they get it right. BER. Yeah, there you go. FELO.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Because people could hear it differently, right? So
it's a lot of fun, guys. And this book is a lot of this is another one to heart. Like I said, it was how it is, and each one is like seeing us. And yeah, you know what? That's
Alex says that he's had a few
people that meant something to me. People that were in my life. From Monty, yeah. There's 42 people that stood out in my life. So it was kind of me of like not writing about them at the same time writing about, and I just put first names in there so I would remember them of what they did. So it's not, you'd have to read between the lines. It's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Alex says he's older and I can't remember anything. I can go in here and go, I remember Neil. I got my memories in here.
Yeah.
My 42 years of growing.
Alex
what do
says
your 42 years look like? Or the years that you've been growing? Write it down. Create some dialogue. Write your story.
Yep.
Anybody can write a book. It's one page at a time.
I already have the title of my book.
You know what's funny is Matt told me, he goes,
of a complete stranger.
Yeah, so you know what? So I have a whole ways of being able to do that. I have all different programs here. Like I took programs on how to write my books. It isn't like I just wrote it out of nothing, right?
Yeah.
There's different ways of being able to put the context in behind it, how to write the chapters, the forefronts, how you could put things into there, right? Like the indexes and stuff like that, and how you kind of want to combine the different references and give it the dialogue that it needs, right? So, and this one here is it's deep.
It's deep, yeah.
A deep book that will completely change the way you look at how you'll be able to utilize it. It's full of massive value. It will be coming out in probably March. I wanted dialogue. I don't want to all the same. They said do a book about every 3 months. And that's what I've had. So I have Farmer from Freedom. That came out in December. Then my last one came out in April for 420, which is 42 quotes.
Yeah.
So this one's probably coming out just before that. And the one I worked on for quite some time, 3 years, is curing cannabis. Yeah. So that one is now. I'm using a little bit of AI with it, like a tiny bit, like with this. This one was a little bit more. This one was a tiny bit. This was none. This is about a 50-50. I'll be very real with people because I'm using AI to show.
And it had to be international, right? So you had to use
exactly. So we take a look at the best ways to get the education to people, so you can learn and use the tools that can best utilize what you're doing for what you need. And honestly, like I do this, right? So I build clones, I build UTPs, we build dialogue. There's fees on everything. I have this all on my websites, right? You can go to greenwayai.ca. Not selling anything. If you're looking for these, there's stuff there that you can get, or you can just watch my stuff and you can figure it out. Do it yourself. I have all these different things. Do it yourself. Do it with you. Do it for you. Or the new one, do it through me.
Do it through you. There
you
go.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're doing it through each other. And that's how we can get more of help to do this and help you out and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And just let me run something by, 420 this year. I was thinking that instead of having a bunch of booths and having the police do the regular thing, why don't we just go back to 420 the way we used to do it, where we used to get hundreds of people together and just smoke. You remember when we used to pour bubbles in the fountain? You used to have all those bubbles flying around and all that stuff. We should get back to doing that because we're still protesting the cannabis that is only recreational stores, right?
420. And I'll give you guys, like, wherever you are in the world, celebrate. Find your community. Find that tribe. Find that tribe that you want to associate with and have a good time. That tribe might join a movement somewhere else that chase into this biggest massive thing like we have done in the past. Mm-hmm. Around the world, the green way, we fight more for cannabis than we do for anything else, right? Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Anybody want to know why?
Oh, God, well, tell them why.
It meets your 6 human needs.
Yeah.
You know what your 6 human needs are? First one is certainty. It gives you certainty. Certainty that's making you feel good, or what it's giving you, whatever. It's giving you certainty. Certainty is rules and goals, and it's giving you this thing. I get certainty with my doctors and stuff like that, right? We all certainty somewhere. Uncertainty, variety, right? Back in the days, getting door kicked in, might get robbed, right? All these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. It was like you just got a bag of weed, man. It's like you didn't even care what it was. What's that bag of weed? Thank you.
Stash in my
Right?
pants.
So you get triggers with whatever. Skunk. Whoa, right? So, and then nowadays it's like bath bombs, this, that, fucking strains, vape pens. Look at the uncertainty variety you get. It's like amazing, and we all love it, right? We chase it. Makes you feel significant. Like I've grown it. Fuck yeah. Or I got that nice little, I just got some relaxation, or it helped my aunt, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Significance. Love and connection. Look what we get here. You get love and connection with cannabis, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. When you're smoking it, somebody walks by, you say, "Hey man, can I have a puff?" And you share it, you smoke.
Human needs. I'm gonna give you guys a little tip on this. Out of those 6 human needs, 2 of them are your spirit needs, what we all crave, what we need to do. Yeah. And out of those spirit needs, you need to grow. Growth is huge in your spirit need. You need to grow from what you've gone through. Yeah. Problems make you grow. Don't forget, problems, you're not unique. Human beings run patterns, right? Problems make you grow. That's it. Yeah. And those problems when you learn from, you know what experience comes with? Judgment. Judgment comes with experience. Experience is right of bad judgment. Okay. Yeah. So just giving you a little bit of a tip here, right? So, I mean, then you get that. And then you get what? You contribute. Contribution. We contribute, like that's the cannabis community. We meet our spirit needs by contributing, by information, by sharing a brand, by doing what we do here. And that's why we fight more for cannabis than we do for world peace. Because it meets all of our 6 human needs. It's in every religion, it's in every country, it's in every age, and it's in every race. We are the largest ecosystem in the world. The largest ecosystem. When you wake up and see that, we're here to voice that, and it's community and collaboration, guys. And that's what around the world the Greenway's been about my whole life. You see it everywhere. I've been doing this. I built this little thing around here. That's like almost over 20 years old. You know what I mean? So you got to take a look. No, sorry. It's 17 years old. I apologize.
Wow.
20 years, right? A couple years. So it's about creating that magic. And we can do that by writing books, by doing videos, by protesting, by talking to your neighbor, by helping someone else grow, by giving them some education. These are all these
your MLA and your MA, MPs.
Right? You become a cannabis influencer. Yeah, I get to share that one with you. Number 25 for 2025. So you know what? That was a blessing, and just keep giving back and educating and stuff like that. So what are you going to do for your cannabis future? Are you going to write a book? Are you going to grow some weight? Are you going to educate the next guy? Are you going to get a show and be sitting beside Glenn and going, I'm on cannabis culture?
Maybe you'll be on the show. Yeah, I'm going to continue to do the show. And then also we got an election coming up. So now I have a press pass. I'll probably be going to talk to some politicians and stuff like that.
Well, you know, look at what they're doing for the medical community, because we have legalization. That's fine. But they don't. They touch THC, right? So we got to look at better laws that are going to, better smoking lounges for patients. You can't.
That'd be nice. Yeah,
I think that's really what we're looking at, is being able to have that dialogue and what we can do for patients. And are you going to get tax returns on it? No, that's going to be a hard one. So what it really comes down to now, guys, is grow your own. If you're in Canada, if you're in different parts of the world, fight for those other people in the world that need that same thing. Write their governments. Give them some education.
That's it. All right, my friend. We're over an hour. We should go. Thank you very much for being on the show. I'll look forward to talking. But yeah, I got places to go tonight, so I should wrap it up. And probably people got other things to do. It's 5:00 here, so they're probably going away for dinner or something like that.
I appreciate everybody showing up, and I appreciate you guys. And keep growing.
All right.
And you know what? Like I said, I'm on Amazon, greenwayai.ca, of course. And I'll see you around.
And how do they get a stash box one more time?
Oh, johnberfelo.com.
There you go. Thank you very much, John. Is that it?
WeGotYour4.com too, I think.
Okay.
WeGotYour4.com, right? You grow your own. We got your 4 to grow. It's an older site. I don't really use it that much. It was envisioning what was created today, right? These are old sites. If you look at what I built before, it's what's helped create where we are today. We all do it together.
All right. I love you, man. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. All right, so we're going to do Neil's memorial video like we always do, closing out the show, and then I'll be right back. So let's do share screen here. There we go. This one, and then share that. Open this, play this.
Oh, well. Welcome to the THC Show with Neil. THC stands for Truth, Hope, and Change, and we're going to hope to cover all the different latest news and stuff to do in the cannabis world, and do it in a way that gives you some hope and maybe provides some opportunity for change.
You guys want some free weed? Well, let's get this underway then.
There you're live.
Ready? We're live?
You're
All
live.
right, hey. Welcome to the THC Show, everybody.
It looks like some pretty nice stuff here, Neil.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the plants?
Yes, I just saw the plants. Beautiful.
Plants are awesome.
The laws against cannabis are very destructive, and they fly right in the face of what it means to be a Canadian and what it means to be in a free country. If you're not free to grow a plant and use a plant for your arthritis, pain, or to feel good or whatever you want, you're not free. There is so much oppression of our great culture here. There is so much hypocrisy and corruption in this world we're living in. And we're still going to fight hard to get what we deserve. You deserve the right to do or not do whatever you want to do or don't want to do without any government coercion or prohibition until you interfere with somebody else. If you don't stand up for it, they'll continue to take it away from us. Your children will be a lot less free than we are, and we'll be a lot less free.
Hey, it's 4:20. My alarm didn't go off. What happened?
But you were ready to spiel. I couldn't interrupt.
I was waiting for that thing to go. I was kind of keeping my eye on it, you know? All right, wow.
We really are making an impact in this community and offsetting the use of opioids. I thank everybody that's been involved and helped us get here, and I'm really looking forward to another great year.
I can't thank enough all the people that helped me do this. I thank you, the viewer, for watching. It's really been great to have you along. I hope that we're able to make a difference in your life and maybe make a difference in the world somewhere. And I want you all to have as much fun as you can changing the world. From myself, Neil Magnuson, Pot TV, and the THC Show, have as much fun as you can changing the world.
So I'm a bit of a patriot. I love my country. I hate my government. I'm scared shitless of those people. They are corrupt as could be, and they can make our lives miserable, but I love Canadians. So when it was time to help out with these pot rallies that I've been going to for 5 years, one of the first things that came to my mind is, well, we got to have a proper anthem. We need to have something that's thought-provoking, that's respectful, that's not stupid, that helps to teach people about what we're doing here. So I wrote my version of O Cannabis. So without any further ado, if you know the words, give me a hand. If you don't, that's fine. I'll sing them for you. O Cannabis.
Oh, cannabis, the sacred plant of peace. With healing powers, it helps our eyes to see. And with glowing joints, we make the point that the true north should be free. And with wise red eyes, we criticize the war against our family. God keep us stash From the police, oh, cannabis, we stand here high and proud for this. Oh, cannabis, the sacred plant of peace. Thank you. Let's get you some marijuana.
Oh, there's Johnny. Peace, man. Thank you again for being on the show, my friend. I saw you in the backstage there just singing along to him. I sing with every week, eh? All right. Oh, your mic is muted, but don't worry about it.
I said all my heroes, all you guys. It's just giving the grace and paying respects, to all the ones that.
Thank you. I really appreciate you, man. Take care. See you next week. See you next. Take care. All right. So we're gonna close the store. The store. We're gonna close the show. I always say, go out and do something nice for someone today. They'll do something nice for someone else, and we'll have a much better world to live in. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in and coming in each week. And thank you again for sharing. Hopefully, I'll have my problem fixed by next week, and I'll be able to do it, for myself. And as Neil Magnuson always said, go out and have as much fun as you can, changing the world. We'll see you next week. Take care and be kind to each other.